Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today we've got a match between Bonyth and we're going to call this guy Tratacz on Fighting Spirit. Top right-hand corner is the yellow Protoss player Bonyth, and in the top left-hand corner is the teal Zerg player. His name is Tratacz. I know it says Chulgisable up there, but I got this off of bwreplays.com. This is their featured replay for the month, so I figured I would cast it. bwreplays.com is a great place to find StarCraft remastered and non-remastered games and replays. And let's get right on into it here. Top right-hand corner, again, the yellow Protoss player. He's, holy smokes. Okay, for a second there, it looked like he was going for a Nexus first, but nope, that is not the case. And yeah, the APMs are high. APMs are high, which I know a lot of people are concerned about, which I am also concerned about that. Maybe not to the extent that some people are, but it's just in the early stages here where there's nothing going on. If somebody is spamming their keys like crazy, it just shows they're decent. They're gonna be good. Like, really terrible players don't bother doing that. They don't have the APM to get there anyway. So at the very least, you know, these players have some level of skill, some level of ability to make this thing happen. And as a result, that's why we're casting this game. Again, I assume people at bwreplays.com looked at it and watched it and said, ah, this is worthy of highlighting, and it is being highlighted thusly. There is a weird thing with speed going on the replays. It seems like when I first load up the replay, it's a little bit slow. And then I up the speed one level, and then I down the speed one level, and it seems to get back to where it should be. Which, I don't know what's up, you guys. Casting older replays is very weird. It's a very weird experience. I'm so glad the remastered client exists. We can get a fresher look at some of the things that are going on in the world of StarCraft, but sometimes it's a little glitchy as well. This particular game was uploaded in May of 2016, so we're almost 3 years old with this one. So you may have seen it, but that's probably true with a lot of the stuff that I'm casting here. Including the one that I cast between Idra and G5 recently, which was a really interesting game. It also had a bonus of having some commentary with people like In Control in the chat, talking while all the stuff was going on. I don't know if they were also casting it, if it was part of some larger tournament. Somebody probably has some better context there than I do, but it was interesting to kind of have In Control's take in something that I was also casting. Great dude, host of the Pylon Show. The Pylon Show is on his particular Twitch channel, which is pretty cool, and just neat guy. Snarky guy. He has a bit of some darker humor to him. He will go after you if he feels you deserve it. And he's really good at StarCraft, too, so can't argue with that. All right, man. Zealot pressure on the way. Look at the probes getting early shots off here on this. Interesting action out of Tratacz. Because, yeah, Zealot, we've seen Bisu just straight up kill Zergs before with this, with just straight up early Zealot pressure. It's just like a Ling Flood, right? Ling Floods can get stuff done. Zealot Floods can also get stuff done here. However, once you get Sunkens up, it's a little bit more difficult, and it looks like one Sunken up with this number of Lings should be enough to hold against 3 Zealots. Guess what, though? 2 more are coming. This one needs to be upgraded as soon as possible from Tratacz. Lings are checking to see, where are there more Zealots hiding up here? Do we use these guys for scouting? I'm pumping Lings as fast as I can. A little bit here. Does he want to expand? He's actually floating a bit of minerals. Both players are, to some extent here. But there's the expansion. Bonyth is expanding behind it. And the Zealots are pulling back. The Zealots are like, you know what? We forced a lot of Lings out here, or forced out a Sunken. I think our job is probably done. And guess what? Lings are cruising into our main base too. So we should get back there and try to do something about that. I mean, what can they do though, really? Pick off a couple probes? Seems possible. They could pick off a couple probes here. Maybe 1, 2... But, man, once the Zealots show up... Oh, boy. Yeah, man. Zealots really hacking away. They will two-shot these Lings, no problem. And, I mean, the Lings are faster than everybody here, which is really nice. But the Zealot will catch up to you fairly quickly if you stop moving to attack a probe. And as a result, a Ling does go down there, too. So just a bit of a ring around the rosy play here, trying to see, can we get a probe kill before we all die? The answer is possibly... at least until a Dragoon comes out, but the Cybernetics core is not even close to being done yet. They do get a second probe. All right, so 2 probes out. This has probably been worth it at this stage. You go ahead and macro up back home, making overlords, making drones, going for a 3rd base down this left side, taking the 3rd along at that 9 o'clock position. And the Zerglings just still trying to just stay alive for the most part here. That's really what they're about. Look at this zealot wall up here, too. No more lings. No more lings can come in. And you know what? No more lings can come in. Focus the other probe. Oh, we missed the probe. Could have got a probe kill if he focused that properly. But that's all right. It's okay. Everybody makes mistakes in Brood War. I believe the popular way to express this is everybody makes mistakes in Brood War. The person that wins makes the fewest ones. All right, man. Zealots are moving across. That is a goodly number of zealots right there. That is 7 zealots, man. Your Sunkens are good. A second Sunken will be nice. Really nice. More lings in production here, too. If you can fight with the Sunkens, you're going to be fine, I think. Could get a little scary, though. That is not very many Zerglings. That is 7 Zerglings. You need 4 times as many zealots in your Zergling count to hope to handle them, and yikes. Getting a surround on one of the Sunkens immediately. Probes have to fight here. Look, it's going to get some health bars up. You know what? The drones are fighting pretty well for themselves. The Sunken getting shots off there, too. And that was held. Not too shabby. Lings do try to take down this Zealot as it moves up for the scout, and does actually scout that the lair is done, so that's some good information to have. As well as the second gas is being taken at the natural. Zealots. Ooh, one does get picked off in the middle of the field, but Sling's getting crushed there too. More of a stabbing, I think, with our side blades. Less of a crushing, more of a, like a zwang. And then you cut the Zergling in half style play. Corsairs in production for Bonyth. No question. Yeah, I mean, really, Corsair openings are pretty much what you want to do here against Zerg. Killing Overlords, forcing them to make things like Hydras that don't really want to make that early in the game. Also, you can go into Dark Templar from there and do a Dark Templar Corsair play, which we've seen 100 million times. But your Spire is coming up here. We've got the double gas out of Truta. Double gas here. The number of gas amount of gas that he has. This could just straight be Mutalisk. But that is so risky to do against Protoss these days, because again, Corsairs kind of wreck them. And you know there's a Corsair here, because it just killed one of your Overlords and supply blocked you. Brutal, brutal stuff there. So yeah, Ling's just trying to make sure there's nothing untoward going on. Overlords in different positions trying to do the same thing. And it is going to be, it's got to just be Scourge. I don't know if we have time to make Mutalisks, if that'd be even a good idea. As a double Corsair show up in the main base, nothing to kill there. The natural base, also nothing to kill there. How about the third base? Third base has things to kill. These Overlords are flying away as fast as they can, but they are still Overlords. Are they going to get caught? Oh, man, they're going to get caught. They're going to get... Oh, no, the Corsairs! The Corsairs left them alone. They didn't keep heading south. Oh, that's incredible. What a stroke of luck there from Truta. Truta CZ is his name. And BW Replays uses actual player names there, so that's who we're looking at. I don't know who these guys are, but the APMs have remained fairly high. The control has been pretty good here, too. The macro has been pretty nice. 3 bases Zerg at 8 minutes is not easy to do, and Truta has managed to do it. But that is some free Zergling edge. Don't want to do that. Zerglings that are trying to make sure that you know when an army moves out, don't just lose them all. It's not good for you. And actually, yes, going Mutalisk. Truta is going Mutalisk. Still more Corsair production over here. Oh, there's one. There's a... Oh my gosh, there are so many Corsair. Your Mutas are going to die. I don't know how to, like, put this less bluntly and put this more kindly, but that Corsair count, it's already 4. There's going to be 5 here joining the party. There is your 5. And against this many Mutas, you're going to have a bad time. 5 more Mutas in production. There are a handful here already. It's got to be a Spore Colony. Come on. Spore Colony, one of these. Just to deal with the Corsairs a little bit, please. And nope, that's a Sunken. That's a Sunken. All right, man. Our anti-air is going to be Scourge and Mutalisk. Now, if the Scourge can get beautiful hits off on the Corsairs, the Mutas are going to have a great time, because there's only 2 Dragoons on the ground. There are cannons up, but 1 cannon's not going to stop 10 Mutalisks, as we are trying to get to that number. So we have 8 right now with another one in production. It's time to go. Truta says, you know what? We're going to send the Scourge out on ahead, as the Scourge are the ones that can absorb the Corsair shots and murder the Corsairs a lot more easily than we can. But you got to be careful. You can't just run into Dragoons or cannons or whatnot. If there aren't enough of you, the Corsairs can actually take them down themselves, which is something I've seen from time to time. And it's time. It is time for Bonyth to move on out, see what he can do here. It's going to be Sunken Colonies and Mutalisks against this composition. Where are the... Alright, they got one. They got one Corsair, but the rest of them... Getting that splash damage off. There are no... anything. There's no anti-hero here at all. And now the Overlords are in a lot of trouble. Holy crap. The supply block could be insane. They really want to kill that Mutal. Here we go. Decent. Oh, nice control there on the Corsairs, keeping them alive. Mutas are getting killed by the Corsairs there, too. They decide to head on back home. They don't have any attack upgrades yet. And ground units sitting at +1 attack there. Are you heading home? Interesting. Maybe he feels like he doesn't have enough to deal with the Mutalisks, who are, by the way, cruising into the natural. Remember I said that one cannon was not enough? It is not enough, but there are Corsairs here too. Scourge getting hits off on one of them, but the other one's not doing so well. Cannon goes down. Some probes go down there too just because of the splash of that Glaive Worm ability. Glaive Worm attack. The Mutas are taking that damage. You can see a bunch of them are injured here. They're going to dance on back home. It looks like it is time to go home here. So both players getting some decent shots off, not really doing too much damage overall to the opposing players' stuff. But it's just going to be more Corsairs, and Archon in production to do with those Mutas. Going to be a pretty good answer there. Archon's pretty amazing overall. Couple cannons here, but not enough, man. Again, we do not care about the cannons. We are the Mutalisks. There are 9 of us, and your cannons are forfeit. Man, this Corsair control has been pretty fantastic out of Bonyth. I'm really impressed here. Dragoons are going to chase the Mutalisks away, especially considering, again, they have that +1 attack. +2 is on the way. The Mutas are sitting at +1 Carapace, which is great. It really helps Scourge survive more hits before they detonate in on whatever they're trying to kill. And if they're fleeing from something, helps them survive a little bit longer, too. Mutas have been pretty good at darting into places that should be fairly easy to snipe here, but the Corsairs have just been everywhere, man. The Corsair, if you dart in here, you get trapped, so you can't really go into the main base. And once again, trying to set up his third base. This is getting denied pretty heavily by Mutas. The cannons have to go up first, or else your Nexus just dies. Oh, do not take the splash! God, took the splash on that Archon. Even one shot from an Archon against clumped up Mutas is going to do a world of hurt. But man, it's 3 base to 2 base. It looks like the Zerg player is going to try to expand down here, possibly. You do take the low ground first if you're expanding this corner on Fighting Spirit. And there it goes. So yeah, 4 bases here for the Zerg, looking pretty fantastic. Bonyth is up 111 to 101 supply. So overall, he's doing pretty good for himself, but he's going to find himself falling behind in total supply if that 4th base gets up and running. This is so many Scourge. Decent hits there, picking off a couple of those Corsairs. There are still 8 of them, though. Look at him just absorbing the shots. We don't even care. We will kill as many of you as we need to. The Mutas. Oh, gosh, the Mutas. Oh, gosh, the Mutas. Yeah, no. No, you're going to have a bad time with that, guys. Bad time. Zealots with +2 attack, +1 armor, doing pretty well for themselves. Not really getting in here with Hydras. Oh, and by the way, a billion Sunkens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. 6 of them. Good grief. Archon on the ground. Zealots and Dragoons. They need to kill something. They need to kill a base. They need to force through to make some things happen here. And possibly, I mean, not possibly going in. Yeah, there was a chance we were getting out. So, another Muta dies. We have to be done with Mutalisks. Looks like we're definitely going into Hydras, which is good. Over on the other side, still no 3rd base because Hydras are shutting it down. I mean, not again for them, but you know what I mean. Once again, though, Zealot's pretty good against Hydra. This Archon's been doing some work. Only has 1 kill, but I feel like it's done a lot of damage. My goodness, those Hydras die fast to that guy. Archons are the ultimate answer to the swarm. They really are, unless there's a lot of Hydras like these guys. Holy smoke. No upgrades on them, but should be able to handle this army fairly nicely, especially with some kiting, which we're not... there we go. Some decent kiting. The Archon takes 1,000,000 shots to kill, but that's okay. There are 1,000,000 Hydralisks here. Archon, Zealot getting right up in the face. A lot of Hydras are dying. Are there just too many Protoss here? This is not a bad compositional choice versus what we're seeing from the Protoss, but the Hydras are forced to flee. Mutas darting into this 3rd base attempt again, just denying this 3rd base time and time again. There's no way they can force a cancel here, can they? No, there aren't enough of them. They don't have enough time. Those are the two factors. Our Corsair group is healthy with 9 Corsairs. They are at +1 air attack. Storm's out. Hydras are now in trouble suddenly. Suddenly in a heck of a lot of trouble. Hydras are great in general, at least until Storm comes out. Bonyth here, he's desperately trying to get a 3rd base down to the 4th base of Truta is done and ready to rock. Free Overlords. His Overlord speed is not done. Look at him starting Nubatized Carapace. Truta's like, ah, hold on. My Overlords need to be able to run from this. 3rd base is finally going to come in. Looks like it is. And Bonyth's going to be like, thank the gods. Thank whoever Protoss worship. The Kala, possibly. Thank you so much for allowing this base to finish. I've been trying to do this for the last 5 minutes. And I know my opponent is on 4 bases, which is horrible. Got to put these guys to work, man. Come on, Truta. You can do this. I know you're worried about this. We got your Lurkers out, and Lurkers against... I don't know, it's a pretty heavy Dragoon count here. It's not bad. There are 7 of them. With +2 attack, mind you. Oh, no. Oh, no, the 3rd base. Why? Why the 3rd base? What do you have against the 3rd base? Just kill it. Oh, coming up this ramp is such a difficult position to do, especially with Dragoon. Oh, there are Lurkers on the top of the ramp. Lurker eggs are here, but all the Hydras die regardless. Changing course, True decides to just wander into the natural base of our Protoss player and just kind of wreck it. Is that okay? Can we do this? Cannon down. Detection is out. Actually, I lied. Detection is here. There's an observer. Observatory was down. And storm. Meanwhile, Corsairs are finding a flock of juicy Overlords to absolutely try to supply block Truta into the Stone Age. Oh, bam. Ooh, decent Scourge hits there, too. We're down to 4 Corsairs. But both players do manage to successfully fend off attacks at their natural bases, and the 3rd base lives. The Hydras were there. It was real scary for a minute, but enough Zealots got up there to actually chew through them. The attempt to morph Lurker eggs on top of the ramp was to keep Zealots out, but it didn't work. The Zealots could slip through. That's just, it's a bit of placement that really made the difference there. All right, 119 and 93 supply. Still 4 base to now 3 base, happily 3 base. 5th base morphing on in on the left side for our friend, the Zerg player. It's mutating. Interesting phrase, mutating. I guess it is mutating, though, right? Mutating from a drone to a hatchery. Makes a lot of sense. All right, Bonyth heading on down to wipe this base out. There's really nothing to stop this from happening. Ooh, expanding to the 6 o'clock position, too, is our Zerg player. Huh. Army, there's a Protoss here. There's a Protoss here, and everybody is dead. The Lurkers are trying to get out of there. Nope, that didn't happen. The Hydras before the oncoming onslaught. Not going to happen. Hey, look at this. Hydras cruising across the map. Are they going to try to base race this thing at 18 minutes? Seems possible. Seems like something you could try to do anyway. All right, well, the 4th base is gone. Truta lost that one, but the Hydras are going to take the 3rd base as a trade here, as payment. Can they do it is the question. Are there any High Templar here at all? No, but there are 3 cannons, and the Hydras don't have any upgrades. That's pretty good. What is this? Is this Drop Lord stuff? I don't know what that was. Was that a bad... Something bad happened there, but the 3rd Nexus is going to die. The 5th base is gone for the Zerg player. Truta's not going to be happy about that. But in the meantime, he is going to kill Bonyth's 3rd. And, oh, forced to cancel on his 4th base, too. Oh, man, our Protoss is stuck on 2 bases. He got that delicious 3rd base income for a while now. Truta's actually supply blocked because of those Overlords that died. The Lurkers at the front are trying to keep the Dragoons at home, but no. That's not going to happen. The upgrade advantage is definitely going to our Protoss player. He's working on +3 armor. +3 armor is done. +3 attack is done, and he's working on shields because why not? Might as well get it. 1-1 is done for the Hydras. I think I said recently they don't have any upgrades, but I am just confused why anyway. Hey, here's some... Are this drop stuff? Yeah, man, it's supposed to be Hydras dropping. Get in there, you dummies. There we go. But guess how many High Templar there are? There are a million High Templar, and everything's going to die. Hey, look. Everything died. 3rd base replanted. Over here on the right side, Bonyth really needs this 3rd to survive, but killing these bases was a big deal. 4th and 5th base out for the Zerg. He does have sneaky 6 o'clock base that I don't think Bonyth knows about. That was a greedy base to take. But it really paid off for him because he has this now. He'd be on 3 bases otherwise, but he is now officially on 4th. He's getting that gas. That's so important for him here in the late game. And making 10 lurkers at once. High ground, no! Really? You're going to come up this ramp? I guess Storms and the lurkers are pretty clumped up. Never mind! Storm is good unit. Ay caramba, Storm is good unit. We dropping over here again? Nope, these overlords make me think they are, but they don't actually... Oh, there's 3 hiders in that one. It might survive. I mean, probably not. Dang, Bonyth has been fighting for his life in this game. He's making such good use of things like Storm, Corsairs, Zealots, Archons, another drop attempt on this right side, another attempt to deny this 4th base for Bonyth. Storm just... My gosh, did Storm kill all of those Hydras? How many kills you got, friend? 4. 4 is pretty good number. Pretty good number. Alright, so 6 o'clock base running well for the Zerg. He's very happy that he has that. We got Lings cruising on up here. Do they have great upgrades? They have. Nope, the +1 Carapace, that's it. Really no upgrades to speak of here from Truda throughout the last little bit of this game. But here we go, setting up to come down to the south. It's Truda. Oh, the High Templar gets the storm off and survives. Gah. I can see the comments now. What do you do against Storm as Zerg? I mean, dodge it? Dodge it, I guess? Use Lings to pick them off. That's what we've seen Jaedong do, is groups of Lings to come around the backside here and pick off these High Templar. But yeah, going for a 5th base up here at the 12 o'clock. Oh my goodness, the Egg's getting killed by Storm. Lurkers dying. This Archon has 0 kills, but again, he's been doing work. Forcing a cancel there. It's 123 to 81 supply, and the 3rd base is back. The 3rd base is running for the Protoss. Trying to retake his 5th, kind of sneakily it seems, but there's an observer here. So Bonyth definitely knows this is happening. What he doesn't know is this one is happening. He really doesn't. Also, why are you not mining from your natural, dude? Did you transfer too quickly to other places? This is a pretty protected spot. Like, I don't... Are we just lower on this than I thought? Maybe. But still, you should have more drones down there. Alright, here comes the Protoss army. They're chasing these drones that are trying to Maynard down here to this 5th base down the left side. 4th base, still secret, but does it matter if your entire army gets wiped out? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Observer found it. Found sneaky base. Alert, alert. Sneaky base is gonna die. If you don't save it, and drop Hydras are not going to be your answer here at all. So here we go. Oh, he's storming the drones. That just seems unnecessary and cruel. Oh boy, 133 to 102 supply, 30 supply lead now for the Protoss. These bases are falling so fast with the +3/+3 ground units. Got Hydras attacking into the 3rd. Guess what is here though? Storm! Storm is present. Killing a Dragoon. But these drop lords are just not doing anything. They're not doing anything at all. There's some lurkers down here, but storming those guys, the Dragoons, the cannons. Getting shots off. Overlords are out too. Bonyth has just been playing an absolutely flawless game despite the fact that he's been on 2.5 bases what seems like for the last 15 minutes. His 3rd base has been up and down. It's not been consistent whatsoever. But he is just putting on a clinic of how to play PvZ. Coming up this ramp seems like a bad idea. I really don't think you want to do this with ground units, especially because the lurkers are here and they're not as clumped up this time. And they have +2 attack. So, ooh, check that out. Truda actually managed to get another upgrade, which would have helped him immensely. Drone down, no base for you. And here comes Bonyth up this ramp. Alright, so that one's dead. And that one's... Oh, nice dodge. Not bad. The splits again. Splits are pretty great. But you're backing up to the point where the army can get up this ramp. I cannot believe Bonyth is trying to do this. But you know what? If you've got Storm and Archons and Dragoons, anything is possible. And all the lurkers are dead, and this base is dead too, and this might be the final nail in the coffin for Truda here. Truda CZ, which indicates he's Czech, would be my guess there, is probably a Czech player. I'd have to look that up, but Overlords flying on in. Are they trying to drop stuff or just Just delay. Just delay the death of all of these drones and this hatchery. Oh, the humanity. 128 to 67 supply. Base down. Sure, you can deny the 4th base. Bonyth is never getting a 4th base, but I don't think he needs one, is the thing. He's mined out. Main base, natural base, only source of income is here. Meanwhile, yeah, not too healthy for Truta either, as it turns out. But this is a huge, scary Protoss army. They've got +1 shields. Working on gravitic drive, faster shuttle movement. I guess for shuttle play, I'm not sure why he's going shuttles. To be honest with ya, the number of overlords killed in this game has got to be really high as well. Coming up that ramp is not recommended, as again, there are High Templar up there with Storm. Scrappy engagement here in the middle from all sides. Hydra is trying to fight against this, but there are too many Archons, too many Dragoons. The upgrades are too strong. And that's it. That's your good game. Truta, CZ is out, and Bonyth is your winner in 25 minutes and 55 seconds. Hoorah! Good one. Amazing PVZ there from our friend Bonyth. This guy making it happen. Again, most Protoss players stuck on 2 bases versus a 4-base Zerg are just going to die. Their 3rd base gets denied over and over and over again, and suddenly that's it. You're done. But he just kept upgrading, kept getting into Archons. Once he got Storm out, that really helped him turn the tide there too. And unfortunately for Truta, he had the income, he had the units, but he didn't have the upgrades. He didn't have the Defilers that he needed to throw down Plagues and Dark Swarms and whatnot to protect these Lurkers. As a result, the Lurkers were entirely unprotected. And so many of them died. So many of them died. It's a different story. I think if the Lurkers have Dark Swarm protecting them down here in the bottom left, but overall, just better control, I'd say, from the Protoss. Better tech, better decision-making, and he got the win in a game that would, again, probably have made most Protoss players tap out in the first 10 minutes or so. So good job and congratulations to him. Check out our final score. And yeah, look at this. 380 Zerg units killed. Losing 119. That is a 3-to-1 ratio. That is an insanely good ratio for kill death. 491 made by the Zerg. That's 500 units made versus 189 made for Bonyth. And just huge disparity there. Structures, yeah, did a good job killing some buildings there, killing some nexuses, some cannons, some pylons. Again, denied that 3rd base a lot. There's a lot of good stuff that the Zerg player did, but it wasn't enough for sure. And look at this. Look at this. The Protoss won this thing. Usually this tells the story, right? Gas mined, 10,000 to 16,000 Zerg. Minerals mined, 29,000 to 39,000 Zerg. 38,000 spent, 54,000 spent Zerg. Wow. Wow. That just... Amazing display of Protoss power, what they can do with upgrades and special abilities and tactics. And what the Zerg player does, if he doesn't make any I was saying Defilers, right? God, I said Infestors. I know I said Infestors. I'm sorry. Apologies all the way around. I meant Defilers. You know how this works. You know my brain. You know what I was talking about, right? I mean, it's kind of the same thing to defile something and infest it. All right, I'm out. On that note, I'm done. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.